Yeah.
All righty, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rodriguez, the chair for the Town Miami Lakes Youth Activity Task Force. Today is November 19th, 2024. There's a special call meeting. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 7:17 p.m. All righty, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rodriguez. the chair for the-
Okay.
I was like,
All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Brian Rodriguez,
Present.
Marissa Costa,
Present.
Ariana is present, Angelica Flores, present, Leila Gaviria, Robin Amador, Gabriela Vega, present, Juanita Rico, present, Ana Soto, present, Pilar Hernandez,
Present.
Melanie Alvarez. Present.
Perfect. We have forum. Just to take note, guys, Ari is on here, but he's no longer in the committee. He will resign. Oh, yeah, All right, we can move on to item 3, public comments. Do we have any public comments in the room?
Actually, if I could speak very, very briefly,
Go ahead.
just to let you guys know, in case you were not aware and you haven't been, met in the past. This is Taylor Fowler. She is one of our town employees. She's in charge of the, youth programs coordinator, over at the youth center. And, she wanted to sit in at one of the meetings, because she had never been to one of the meetings. She's been at the Halloween event, which was kind of eye-opening for her. And she had nothing but great things to say about you guys and the event overall. So like I said, she just wanted to sit in and just, have an idea as how the committee and how these, meetings work.
Welcome.
Hi, Taylor.
Welcome. You came to a good meeting, that last meeting.
Actually, one last thing, Taylor, I don't know if you wanna chime in. If you guys have any siblings, or if you know of any, child
Over the age of 10,
over the age of 10, from 10 to 16?
yeah.
From 10 to 16, we're trying to start up the youth council again. So if you have any family, any child that, may want to be a part of this, I highly encourage it. Again, a neighbor, a family member, a cousin, a brother, a sister,
I have a question.
please.
How do they have to do, apply where?
So,
I will send out the forms to the emails, and we'll have like a interest meeting sometime in, I think, January
Yeah.
at the youth center with pizza, just to like explain and entice and explain what we're trying to do.
Okay,
uh,
so you'll get an email from.
Yeah, again, if you guys want, you can shoot me the email, and I'll be more than happy to.
Because I have a couple of young kids that are interested that can't do this, but they would like to do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
so, Ari, I know in the past, the committee has worked with the youth council.
Mhm.
Why can't we do that again?
No, I never said we couldn't.
At one point,
We would love to.
the youth council didn't want to work with us no more.
Well,
So that's why
guys, keep in mind that,
Your council died.
one of the
Yeah.
main purposes, of the youth council was to kind of filter what they are to what you guys are now. So that's what they wanna start doing again. But to kind of make things simpler, as what Mert said, it was just something that we had our former youth program coordinator who left, and it kind of just went to shambles at that point. But we could definitely pick it back up.
Build it back up.
We have very, very
buried and we're unburying it.
absolutely.
Through the chair, are we gonna be able to discuss anything or give quick feedback on Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah, that's on
We're
there.
gonna go through that.
I know it's not on there, but.
Yeah.
And this is the same agenda for the last year.
No, this is actually a different agenda. Hey,
Oh, no, so sorry.
and I actually put names on here this time.
That's amazing.
Okay. Oh my God. For like the first time in like 6 months. All right. No more public comments.
That's it.
Perfect. We'll move on to the adoption of minutes from the last meeting. It's long. I'll give you like 2 minutes to read it. And if anyone wants to adopt the minutes, we'll do that. Not too long. I mean, it's 4 pages each. 3 pages.
It's longer, I'll tell you.
But thank you for putting everything in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
Second,
I second.
we're missing a item on the agenda. I'm looking. And, is it? Did I miss it?
It's
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see it, my bad. Never mind, ignore me. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes, perfect, easy. All right, we'll move on to order of business of deferrals, additions, deletions. Is there anything anyone wants to add, remove? Or refer to the next meeting? I'm gonna make a motion to add item 8A Halloween to old business. A second,
Second.
have a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. I'm also gonna motion to add item 8B time capsule to this, actually, that's gonna be 6, my apologies. 6A time capsule, do I have a motion? Or do I have a second? Do I have a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes, anything?
I'd like to motion to add item 8B, the youth leadership award.
I'll second. Any discussion? Motion passes. Or, sorry, seeing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Please. No, motion passes. Sorry, guys, it's been a long day. All right, anything else for the agenda tonight? All right, cool, we'll move on to item 6, new business, which is committee updates. I know everyone has heard about our last meeting, the whole town has heard about our last meeting. Everyone and their mom has heard about our last meeting. All I've heard is great things, actually, from us, the committee, believe it or not. Everyone, yes, you heard the negative stuff at the last council meeting. I also want to applaud Haley, thank you for backing up the committee at the last. Positivity is what we like in our committee. That's when I will, like I said last meeting, and I'll say it again, although yes, everyone has the right to go up in front of council. You did it on a positive note and you brought light to our committee and talked positively about our committee and our sponsors, by the way. Good job.
And then here's all.
Seeing with that, hopefully our committee can move forward in a good way. No offense to whoever's watching it, but we have a bad entity out that's bringing the good vibes again. All right, any other updates or anything concerning our committee as of right now? No? No, we're good? Perfect. We'll move on to item 6A, the time capsule. This was brought up by Ernie. I know the town is trying to put together a time capsule. And I believe they want us to do it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Which is pretty cool. I would love to, as our committee used to be one of the only committees that incorporated town history within our events. We used to have a history scavenger hunt for the town. That was one of our events for this committee. Really quick, before we dive into this, Ernie, because this is not a line item. Do we need to go before council to do this? Or are they asking us to do it?
Former Mayor Manning said
Who's paying for it?
had made the announcement that he would like the YATF to spearhead this project. So, and you know, the motion was made and was passed, and
So that means it's on our thing now.
yes.
Okay.
So, and to be quite
Who's
honest,
paying for it?
I'm sure.
Okay. We need a budget.
Okay, to be quite honest, I couldn't think of a better committee to do it, you know?
That's fine.
The young, the best.
If you could get us a budget number. of
Yes.
How much it would cost, because. We could honestly do a PVC pipe, but I'd rather do something nicer than that.
Yeah.
So we could get numbers and look into.
And by when we have to have.
let me find out.
Look up
It,
dates.
it's not, it isn't anything, the deadline isn't, you know.
It
right
could
around
be a
the
year in the
corner.
making. so.
It should take a little while.
Yeah.
We should, so we do have time. We have plenty of time to do it.
But
Yeah, but so we can
yeah,
plan
So we get a
Of
nice
course.
capsule that's not gonna rust in the ground with the South
Yeah, because
Pole
we have to purchase the capsule.
And then we have to decide when do we.
and a plaque and all that stuff.
And everything, yeah.
Did we see those last?
How old is this?
Yeah, but they also sell stuff that's
What's that-
on
what's
purpose
that?
and all that stuff. It's
For that,
yeah.
specific?
They sell time capsule.
25 years. So
Yeah, they
it'll
sell
be
time
coming up
capsule.
now, this year, it'll be 25 years. It'll-
They actually
and-
sell them
and-
that are
Right,
fully.
but like, how long do we want
weatherproof.
that thing to be in the ground?
Yeah, I know.
That's why I wanted to
Figure out how
remember so
long
we could
that
start
thing
looking
can
at
last.
And instead of doing like a little plaque on the ground, I'd rather have a nice big plaque or something that shows it off.
Oh, yeah.
Has any, just curious, because it sounds like Brian has had some kind of, experience in the past with this. Has anybody ever done this other than
Time
that?
capsule, I mean,
before.
I did it in school, but
It's
it was
pretty
like
cool.
silly, it wasn't like a.
I've done it
serious.
So basically, what I'm guessing the town wants us to do is get relics, maybe from over the years or things
Yeah.
that we've done. And it's not just our committee, we could also get involved with the other committees.
Yes.
We're just the ones spearheading it.
But is it, because next year again, it would be 25 years, would it, normally when you do a time capsule, it's of the time when you do it in, so you're not
Right,
bringing.
it wouldn't
old
be
things that you're
something-
bringing-
It would be
you're
like
bringing
this
them
year,
from now,
It wouldn't
from
be like a
2025.
t-shirt from like when the town was founded.
Yeah,
because that's
exactly.
already
No, no,
old. It
no,
would be
yeah.
something from
It'll be
twenty
from the
24.
year.
So
Like
what
modern
what I
stuff.
would, if we had a year to do this, it would be cool because you get stuff from that
From the whole
year.
year, yeah.
And events from that year and different little things, even flyers.
Next year is a
Sure,
25th year,
pictures
you're
and
saying
sure,
in
but-
2000.
Maybe some pictures of some, like a really cool committee.
Oh, you know, what date
That's-
was it? But when.
Oh, we're gonna slap our logo on
When
that time
exactly-
capsule. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
And we're gonna put our names on that
December
time
fifth,
capsule.
Next year, December, so we would
If
have
you're
a
still
year,
here.
we would have a year, listen, Brian, he's telling me December,
Thanks for that.
December 5th, 2025, it would be 25 years. So if we start in January,
For the town, right?
we would have a year, Brian, we would have a year,
And
more or
then I
less.
guess we could put open in 25 years or 50 years or whatever. it is.
Then it's 2050.
Yeah,
2050, yeah,
25,
we would be another 25 years,
It's a
yeah,
25 year, 25 year time capsule.
yeah, 25-year
Yeah.
time capsule.
Well, the capsules are, they're not. ch-
No, they're not cheap
That's
at
why I
all.
wanna know the
Yeah.
budget.
We need to know the
Because
budget.
either way, they're
So we
gonna
know what we
probably,
can
they're
fit in
probably
there.
gonna want a little, like, you know how the big veterans thing is outside there? They're probably gonna want something like that, marking it.
Somewhere.
We're gonna
in the
need a
town.
marker.
We need a
Right, you need a plaque on it, like a real one that lasts.
Gotcha.
And I don't want something that's in the ground that's gonna sink and get covered in stuff. I'd like
And then we gotta
something
put
like
it
a marble
open
slab,
on
something
December
like that,
5th,
almost like a.
2050.
It was
And
like
then we
a
all
true-
put it in our calendars. And then we all put it together. It's like-
Like this.
Well, that's what she's saying, that's when, like, that's when the town closed, it celebrates 25 years.
It celebrates 25 years, December
25?
5th,
That's
2025.
Miami Lakes.
So we.
Aw.
We're for
But I
10 years.
celebrate.
And then the question is, where would they be putting it?
So you gotta go big.
Like,
Guys, I love this idea. In 25 years, you guys will all come back.
And we're gonna put it in our calendar that on December 5th, 2050, we're gonna come at.
Guys.
50, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need 44.
Oh my God, you're gonna be a son.
Oh,
You're gonna be a Halloween prop.
I'm gonna come back and haunt you as a ghost.
You're gonna be the Nancy of the next generation.
That's
I'll
great.
be-
Oh my god.
I'm not-
We hired too much, bro.
I'm not sure wrong with you.
Ten. 45, 45.
Guys,
Brad's not the wheel be involved.
But yeah, that's.
All you guys with a bunch of kids already.
No, I don't. Right?
So,
I don't
So,
know.
I think it'd be cool,
Howard.
not only to
I don't
involve,
know.
remember, the more stuff we involve, the more expensive it gets, but that, we could always look for sponsors for this, and things like this, people are always gonna wanna sponsor, because one, when you make a plaque or a big thing, and there's.
Name is
Their name is on it, yeah, it's a big deal.
It's not a one-day thing, that thing's there for 25 years.
It's a big deal. No doubt. Charlie, I'll get the budget.
And we could have the event like on that December 5th, you could have like the actual like
Correct,
ceremony.
correct, and what I was thinking it, and please not, we're not gonna do that event during the day when people are at school or at work.
No.
It's
no.
gonna be a Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's like a Saturday morning.
I'll be,
We have a year to work on it.
I wouldn't be
That's
there.
okay.
Fine.
Okay, we have a year from now, guys.
No, I'm not even on this committee.
Well,
Oh my
Alright, what I was gonna say is, not only including other committees,
All of us.
we could also include businesses if they wanna jump in, we can include the schools. And what's going on in the schools that year, with the things bad in the town.
But we have to know the budget, otherwise we don't know what we can put in.
No, like you guys said, I'll look at the
We
budget
have to see-
number
we also have to see how big we could get with it.
and the date of the project.
I'll put a shipping container in the ground.
Oh.
No.
We're gonna put your client if they're doing it.
Helicopter, you know what?
Hey, now, I'm gonna throw it into a helicopter.
Yo, how many volunteers do we need for the plot? 300 volunteers.
Oh, we still have those plastic eggs in the store.
What who walkie talking?
Yeah, we're gonna find out, we'll go next week.
Yeah, we'll talk, just start brainstorming this, if this is what we're doing for the 25 year and they want us to do it, that's big. The council voted on it. So,
I'll look up these requests.
and when I say start planning this is not planning it the month before,
No.
this is
but we have to
planning it
figure-
starting in next meeting.
Well, like, yeah, when he tells us the budget and everything. then we
Yeah.
go with it.
So we can start reaching out to committees, inviting them, or having joint meetings with them, because we could also do that, is have joint meetings with the committees. Which. I
And
don't
the
think
youth
we've ever
council
done.
can help, some of them are placed by them.
Oh, maybe
The
we
youth
can.
council, they can do it.
I don't know, we're gonna do first.
And then we need to figure out where the town wants us to put it. I'm guessing it might be in town hall, Veterans Park. Cause the community, the
It
committee.
depends if it's going in the ground or above ground.
In the ground.
No, there's above.
There's
ground
above
type
ground
capsules,
ones,
But
yeah.
those are a lot more expensive.
They're a lot more
It's easier to dig a hole.
Yeah, I like the whole.
So we're
But-
We can all get a shovel.
But if we're gonna dig a hole,
There's ceremony,
there's ways to do it because
Shovel.
since we have a lot of water in our ground and rain.
Yeah.
I would recommend making a concrete box in the ground and then putting it.
We have to find what what would be, can we find out the highest point in the town? What the
But then how do
highest
you-
elevation?
Probably here.
Probably can.
Yeah, you'll find out what.
The top of the parking garage that the ground.
Yeah, no, I know like the highest ground park it is.
So yeah, so let's start, I can tell you right now, it's not Royal Oaks.
Because we'll be underwater.
War optimist. So we'll look into this, we're gonna start, we need to start planning this next meeting. And start working, I think it's pretty cool that we were tasked with this. For the history of the town for the next year, for 25 years. Alright, any questions regarding that or any suggestions?
We don't have a historical society or anything in this town.
No, believe it or not, the only people that did history stuff in this town was the Youth Activities Task Force.
No, is it?
And whoever did the archaeology stuff.
Oh my God, I would love to start.
But we were the only committee that did anything regarding history in the town. For a long time. And I think cultural affairs did it almost like it.
So, a historical society.
Yeah.
I'm a history major, guys, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and share that. Alright. If there's no other suggestions, we'll move on to nothing else, guys? Regarding that? Perfect. We'll move on to the Old Business Holiday Festival. This is why this meeting was called. Although we could have had it Thursday, but we wanted to give at least Ernie a few more days extra to start planning this, or start getting everything together and what we need to get together. This event, I believe, is December 14th.
Remember that there was a message sent to you that we have two other events happening on that day. And they're frowning upon that. They don't want it on that day. They want it at the very least on the 13th.
Do we know what the two other events are?
The 13th is the Friday. It is,
I don't like that.
Friday the
Honestly, no one's gonna show up on that day. I'm being
What are
honest.
the two other events?
it is the,
Reindeer race in the
sports,
morning.
the Sports Hall of Fame event.
The Reindeer Run is the 13th.
And the
Reindeer run
Reindeer,
is that in the morning.
and the Reindeer Run,
Oh, the 14th, the reindeer run is in the morning, and what else?
and the Sports Hall of Fame,
No one gonna show
That's at
up
night.
yeah.
on Friday.
Yeah, but the thing about the Sport Hall of Fame is that it's by invite only.
And there's also,
You can sign up.
what about the dog show that Jessica's doing? That's on the 7th.
That's, isn't that only for like the family?
Yes.
So just letting you know that I don't believe that this is this is an option. It was,
So what's the date that they want? The 13th?
no, it's not what date that they want, is we need to come up with a date. But it cannot be the
I'm okay
whole
with doing it the 21st.
That's
I'm not here.
What about
Okay,
December
sorry,
7th?
geez.
December 7th?
That's too early. That's too soon. That's.
No, like, we can't have it. We can't have it.
You said the fourth?
Can we do Friday, December 6th? Friday, December 6th?
I won't be here.
But they just said that it's better days to work.
I think that's way too early.
I know, I think that's.
December?
Okay, how
The
about Friday,
20th.
how about Friday, December 20th?
I'm okay with the 20th. It gives
It's a Friday
Ernie
before they
an
leave
extra,
town.
Okay,
extra week.
I guess that's fine.
If I'm being honest,
I'm fine with the 20th. It's
Anybody
your
have
birthday.
the 20th? Anybody?
20th is a teacher workday. People don't start going on vacation, I'm being honest, until like the 22nd, 23rd.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 20th, is that what we want?
Yes.
That's what, Friday the 20th.
And a few schools, I think a lot on that.
There's no school in
We
that.
don't
day.
know.
That's the teacher workday for the school day.
And then you guys know.
Do you think a lot of people will leave that day? You think a lot of people will leave that day?
I think a lot of people live on Thursday.
100% they're gonna leave on Thursday.
So entonces, ¿qué hacemos?
Do we have it Thursday?
Up to you guys.
No, wait,
I think I'm planning.
Let's be fair.
I'm not a fan of the date.
I can't
But it's Friday then.
Vámonos Thursday.
Friday the
The 13th.
A Halloween themed winter event.
No.
Nightmare
Nightmare
Before
Before
Christmas. Yeah.
It's
kinda cute.
Movie.
And then use that movie.
Let me
Nightmare
tell
Before
What
Christmas.
do you mean, what? Yeah, that is the.
No, I'm so down for that.
Yes.
Well, we'll market it as Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Christmas. Holiday event.
Okay, that's.
Wait, we need to vote on it. Guys, hold on. So,
Okay, you need
here's
to
what we need to
verify.
vote on right now. We need to vote on the date and the name, please. The official name. Did we ever vote on the official?
Yeah, I think.
Oye, oye.
Don't remind me like Halloween.
Okay, we haven't ruled on our official day.
I told you I'm almost over.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm a little.
Will it matter if, on the date, if the drone show is actually done or not?
Oh, the
Because they
drone
might
show.
not be able to.
Oh, they already
accommodate-
paid
No,
for it.
remember, we have to do the drone show. That's the main thing for this
Oh,
event.
they already got the permits for the
Only
whole thing.
because
They booked it all for the airport and like.
we're giving them the date for 3
That's
weeks
not good,
before,
that's a
not
sponsor.
from tiempo. It's
That's
just
a lot
like,
of money.
you're throwing it on them like right now, hey, the 13th,
But
not 2 months
that's-
ago or
but
3 months
that's-
Do
ago.
you think you'll be
They
able
still
to,
have
if we move on to
yeah.
another item? That you can try to get him on the phone and ask if, and get him on the phone and ask if that day is set in stone for them? While we,
Yeah, that's the thing.
okay, let's, can we move on?
Cause if
While
he's been
Ernie-
making promotional materials already, that's another problem.
Right, because they were super excited about it at the Halloween, and like they were telling me they were
We
already.
voted
planning
on this, we voted on this 6 months ago.
Right.
So this is like. Over almost a year ago, honestly. I think we voted on it last
Oscar.
Halloween.
The 13th.
You good, Marco, how are you? Oh, yeah, we're currently in a YATF meeting and, we were discussing because the town had mentioned that the 14th would be a difficult, date for us because there are currently 2 other events happening and they don't like to, yeah, simply because we may take away some folks from an event or vice versa. My question to
I
you
mean, I don't care about
is
the
it set in stone for the drones?
The whole thing.
The sports.
Ese día. Oh, okay.
Okay. Ask them about the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay, but just wanted to make sure on that. That's why we had, we decided to call this right now.
Those are the 13th weeks.
The 13th, the day before. The Friday. That's good for you? Okay, perfect. Wait, put it down there for the 13th. We're good. All right, thank you, Oscar. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we gotta vote now.
So,
This Friday, December 13th.
just so you know, according to the people who are in charge of the drone shows, it has to be requested 6 weeks out. And we were short, so they denied him the use of those drones.
Anyway.
That the closest we would have was a date in January.
All right, let's bring in fireworks. I got a 4th of July.
Fourth of July, Christmas, Halloween.
Well,
They have to be scheduled.
I know we still wanted to
That hap-
decorate the park with lights, so.
Yeah, that happens, that's,
Yeah.
there's a time frame, and
Okay, let's
after
get
that, they're
snow.
not gonna reach whatever, you know.
Oh, we got snow
yeah.
machines?
So,
It's no machine?
so I did talk to Ernie before the meeting. I wanted to check with the committee if it's okay to request for light effects to see how much it would cost. I know we have some money, because this is a mainly sponsored event. By Family Food Trucks. So to talk to light effects to see how much it would cost to bring in their snow machines, or if Oscar knows anyone that has snow machines, which is not real snow, by the way, bubbles. But it has to be biodegradable, things like that, because we're on grass and it's a park and we have to make sure it doesn't kill anything.
So snow machines, Santa, the photo booth,
That Grinch. Oh, no, wait, if we're doing, the movie,
Jack
Jack
Skellington.
Skellington.
And you're gonna do a bunch of food trucks.
Well, I don't want,
events.
Yeah.
Hialeah Jack Skellington,
Who's gonna be it?
No, he's been through.
but we can probably find one online.
guys, keep in mind, you know, we do have monies
Or it's,
to spend. We do have monies to spend, but being that it is a holiday event, things do go up in price and they can get pricey.
Yeah.
So let's be realistic. I think that first what we should look into is the snow machine, the movie that we're gonna be
In
playing.
the sound.
And plus, we did get a little bit of a, you know, of a push from last year's of them playing the wrong Christmas movie. So they're going to, price us at a different range because of that.
Better price.
But you have to take into account that because of that error, we're gonna have a little more money on our side. That doesn't mean next year it's gonna be the same thing. So keep that in mind.
a few things, I did talk to Ernie too, to bring up to the committee for the photo booth, is bring Dip photo booth back. No offense to our other sponsors, we love them anyway,
No, not at all.
but to have a more professional photo booth come out just for that event, since it is a large scale event. If I'm being honest here, we can invite other sponsors, but because this is a mainly sponsored event by Family Food Trucks, we have to raise that standard. There's no $1,000 sponsorship for this event. If I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like 5 and above. If you wanna be part of it, because
Isn't it our title sponsor Memorial?
Yeah.
For how much? 35.
35.
Okay, then 2 and above. They have to bring in money. We need to bring in more money. No, because there's such a large in-kind sponsorship that's costing thousands and thousands of dollars to do this event already. That we need something more than just, hey, here's $1,000 check and a little in-kind sponsorship. No, it has to be more than that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you guys agree, we could discuss that, but at this rate in time, and I think it should be going forward with our events. Our events are getting larger scale, especially for the large scale events. We need to start going up with sponsorship numbers, because the more people that come, the more money we need to do stuff, right? And at the end of the day, they're getting free, if you think about it, that's nothing for advertising. $1,000 is nothing when it comes to advertising with how large our events are. Halloween by itself, we got over almost 30,000 people. Consistent. It was big. There was a lot of people there. That's the largest than most people I've ever seen at our Halloween event.
So I'd like to take a quick moment, Brian, if you don't mind, just to kind of read off of what I got for this festival, for this event. The snow machine, the Santa, the Santa's already taken care of. So snow machines, photo booth, food trucks, already taken care of. I figured maybe a box of small candy canes, so for those who want to sit with Santa, we can give them like a little, caramelitos.
That's cool.
Lights for the event.
When we say
And-
lights, because we had talked to Oscar about it too. I don't know how we would do that. He wanted to put up little light displays and stuff like that. But we need generators for that.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah,
decorate the
right,
pavilions. Oh, please make sure the pavilions are not in use.
It's a Friday.
Wait, are we doing it
Can
Friday
you
or
please
Saturday?
make
What
sure,
day is the
because we
final?
said that for
Friday the
Halloween,
13th?
we said that for Halloween and Halloween.
Can we talk, like, what's the disconnect there, Ernie? Like, I'm sure it's not on you, but
No,
like,
no.
what's the problem that we tell you, like 6 months before every time to block out
Actually,
the
a year
pavilions?
before.
And then we show up and the pavilions are
Pavilions are-
broke, like, that does not make sense to me. There has to be some type of
Somebody
system
over
that
there
it
is
gets
dropping the
inputted in and then, like, it's there, right? So like, I don't understand
Can
what's
somebody
going on.
please
It's the
not
same
drop the
thing
ball?
every event.
I'll do my very best to make sure that we get those gates locked.
We need the whole part.
You keep in mind, the whole park is gonna cost ton of money. We have to be realistic with what we have, and we have to maybe do a section. Okay, just do a small section. Remember, it's, again, the park that we do it in is massive, unless you wanna go elsewhere.
When I say the whole park, I mean like, just make sure nothing's rented out, please.
Sure. You guys
We
continue.
may not use the whole park, but make sure that the pavilions aren't rented.
So what lights are we doing? Are we
If we
doing?
wanna use it, if we get sponsors, they can use it, things like that, activities, you get what I mean? So we don't have the Santa right next to the movie playing it loud, we can have it
Of course,
at a
I
pavilion,
agree with you.
whatever.
Are we doing Christmas lights on the trees? What are we doing?
Holiday.
Holiday lights, sorry, holiday lights in the trees. What are we doing?
I have to look into the pricing on that. Those are expensive.
Every
It's a-
other
it would be a
town
company.
has holiday lights.
Or
on the
even if you
trees.
get the little projector ones, bro, that project onto the trees and the leaves, I think that's cool too.
It would be, again, I'll have to look into.
That is true. I know a guy who every year he lives in the lake, he hires a company to put he has 3 big trees in front of his house and to put them Christmas lights.
That's what I was
And
saying.
it's like $3,000 for the 3 trees.
But I was saying, do the projector ones that you put in the ground and you could shine them at the trees.
That is so ghetto. We have, listen,
That is
we
so
have,
ghetto.
I'm sorry, that is ghetto. We have every single other park, yeah, near us. Palm Springs North has they light up their park with their
And
their
we have the
trees.
park lot.
Hialeah has and Hialeah Gardens. We are the only town that does not have Christmas
Trust
lights up
me.
for Christmas.
You
That
could
doesn't make
ask,
sense.
you could ask Ariana,
That doesn't
who's
make
been
sense.
here for years, you could ask
Where are my
Ernie.
taxes going?
We can bring it up.
So you could
What am I
ask,
paying taxes for?
you could ask the committee members that have been here for many years, how long I've been trying to get Christmas lights in our park. And they say know everything.
Holiday lights.
Holiday lights.
Lights on trees, we need lights on trees, people. Lights
It's okay,
on
they put
trees.
those ugly ones on
It's
the
not
street
complicated.
that no one
It's
looks
not
at.
complicated.
Okay, no, those.
Like half of them don't work
Like,
anyway. They put the ones where they put half up the tree and that's it.
All they do is Main Street.
That's like 2 feet tall.
Main Street and that.
That's the grand.
But that's not a park. We need a public park with lights. Every other town has a public park with lights for the holidays. How hard is that to
agree.
do? How hard is that to do?
Bueno, let's, you and I, let's go to,
Mama, how warm are they?
let's go, and then you and I are gonna get on each tree with the.
And then put it up, put them up.
They put those tree lights that go halfway up. the
We need
tree.
lights for this festival. We cannot have a holiday festival with no lights.
I agree.
That's ridiculous. Unacceptable.
Pilar has a statement.
Olvídate la otra cosa, I guess, no,
You see Hialeah with the full size manger?
they have everything.
They got real people in
They
there
have
too.
that little triangle park right here.
Yes, I already told you.
Bring out.
Guys, listen.
I've never worked at Hialeah.
Listen, that is a massive budget.
Yeah, that's too late now, but.
This is something that we're doing brand new, number one. Number two, we have to be very realistic with what's going on here. We don't have the monies for that type of project. It's not gonna happen.
Not for that, no.
No, and keep in mind,
We
you
got
can't compare
inflatable.
Triangle Park,
Inflatables. We
you
can do
can't compare
inflatables.
Triangle Park to our
The
Inflatable.
inflatables are expensive.
No, no te quedes donde querés. Que we look on Temu. On Temu. Temu, you can find cheap.
You're gonna get the one that
I'm
looks
gonna allow
Like this.
for
with his eyeballs like down.
Oh, no, Ernie said Timu, the town does not allow. What about
We
TikTok
should-
shop?
What am I saying? Shop.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, we got Oriental Trading, which is basically cheaper.
We could,
That's
we could.
crazy.
Buy a million
Look,
Sano.
I'm gonna donate some, I can donate some inflatables that I don't use.
They better work.
No, of course they gonna work. But see, maybe we
Yo,
can-
can
we
we
can donate-
please finally get the
Do
one
your
that, you know what? We
inflatables-
can get the Santa that
No,
looks.
your inflatables leave the event earlier.
There's a brewery one.
Yo, why don't we get the 50-foot Santa?
The big, like, one big.
Have you guys seen the 50-foot Santa inflatable?
I'm already tall enough, correct? Madre, ahorita está de madre. They just, they. No, I gotta get
Are we gonna have a stage for this?
Listen, for New York City, you know the county's limited in how many times they can give it, and we use it for Halloween, so me da pena pedírselo, and it's not even been a month.
This is just a suggestion, because we are starting off small, which is understandable. I think that we should have a certain part decorated, and I think that the part that we should have decorated is what's surrounding
Maybe
the Santa area.
Yeah.
that too. Or what I was thinking. was-
Maybe have those lights that
Or the
are,
food-
Really, I'll bring
Yeah,
a
over
photo
the
of that
track.
night. I can
that-
bring a
that
photo
are
of that.
Over the food, where the food trucks are.
The weather.
we'll see, bro.
The
We'll see.
weather.
We'll figure it
I
out.
have to see.
No, no,
You know how they do that, right? They got PVC, they get long PVCs and bend them over, you heard? The long
That's what
PVCs
they
bend
did.
over and wrap it.
It's just one night. One night.
Laura, you wanna say something?
Is there like a way to incorporate something where it's like charity? Or is that mixing things with? the
For people to
community?
bring in things.
Like bringing in a toy and then we donate it to.
Yeah,
something?
we could do that.
Oh, that would be nice. Toy drive.
Just
There was a young student from.
Yeah, from Barbara
from
Gomez.
Bowman.
that collected a whole
Do
bunch
you have
of
anybody
toys.
that's doing that?
And we used to,
We're
since,
collecting
we
toys
used
right
to-
now.
so
We're
our
collecting toys
committee, our
right now.
committee
Okay,
used to
so
work with the
there's
town, I don't know whether they
13
do it
toys.
anymore, I haven't seen.
But Laura, that's a great idea.
They used to work with his house. The
That's-
town
I
used to
like
work,
that.
so the town used to work with his house.
Yeah.
And do a tour, we could do a tour drive
That's
too.
very dear to me, my godchildren.
I love his house.
So I do
By
recommend
the way,
that,
your godchildren are amazing, I love your
I
godchildren.
will take care of these things. I would like to see if maybe one of the the young adults here will wanna, spearhead that section.
The toy drive?
The toy drive. You guys
I
got
think that'll be a good thing to do.
Reach out.
Finding a place to donate them.
No, Pavilion B, and then
No,
Pavilion
where,
A.
where are we gonna take them after? We gotta
No,
figure
we
out-
have, we have,
In the
we
warehouse,
have
bro.
one of
In the warehouse.
some that are.
And
I'm doing
that,
it 25 right now.
that works both ways, because we can have the child and the parent donate, and they can stick around and watch the movie, they can take pictures.
Oh my god, incentive, donate a toy, get a picture with Santa.
No.
It's not too expensive.
Is Manny gonna be your Santa next week?
I'm not doing that.
Every gift, you get 20 hours.
I don't know.
Is Manny gonna be your Santa again?
I
like
made
a-
some
We'll talk
cry
about it now. Okay, let's
I
finish
made
up.
3 high school girls cry that night.
Let's finish up with the Christmas, with the holiday.
I got pushed.
So, but wait, do I bring inflatables for real? Cause I can bring inflatables that night there.
I
yeah.
know we can.
Bring inflatables.
I'm sure Oscar will.
Is the Santa picture like in one of the pavilions in Pavilion A?
Robin had just mentioned it, which I thought was a good idea, maybe to put, to have Pavilion A or B, depends. As the center where Santa will be taking pictures. Not only is it a good idea there, but also
That's where the power is.
Dip could take, power from the pavilions.
Correct.
It'll be easier for us to decorate,
We can just decorate.
We
because
can
it's a, yeah, it's a
Last year,
structure.
didn't we
and
do the
that'll be a lot
Santa with
easier.
the photo?
No, we just had a chair.
We just have a chair, they
Yeah,
backdrop.
Bring lights.
Lights for the
Like-
pavilion.
Like little.
I have an idea, guys, we should bring in a helicopter and Santa repels us.
They do have, which I was looking into this, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing to do. And we could purchase it and use it for future events.
Good though.
They have Christmas trees that are actually, they're foldables.
Yep.
They're like
Yeah.
pop-up tents. So you grab them right from the middle, you push them up, they're 5 feet, 7 feet, 9
Oh,
feet,
wow.
yeah.
But
And-
how
and
much are those?
those are about $59
Oh, that's
to
good.
$70.
That's true.
I can get about 3 of
Partner up
those
with Home
Let's
Depot.
do that.
With lights and.
Lights.
with lights and everything.
Got it.
Because they're delicate, they break. I tried that shortcut once.
And did it work?
It broke really quickly, but if
It's for a one night
I'm
thing.
clumsy, so maybe somebody who.
Let's
I mean,
try.
we can give it a try, it doesn't, I'll look at the reviews and stuff like that, but I do remember looking into that,
Oh my God.
Amazon sells them.
Like decorate a Christmas tree. That's a mess.
Decorate a what?
We could-
The live
we
village.
could-
So for the pavilion decorations.
Decorate
can
an
we
ornament.
donate them, or is that something?
They can do an ornament, they
Either-
could, they
either or.
could, they could color an
Oh,
ornament
like
and hang it on the
ornament
tree.
They did that.
We have extra eggs, we can just give it to them, it's like an ornament, it has a little.
You guys
rope on it.
wanna do maybe, like gingerbread cookies?
And hot cocoa.
And have
Can we
them,
do
have them
hot cocoa?
decorate?
That's what he was saying.
Oh, that's what
We
you
can
said.
do hot cocoa.
Yeah, I mean.
I wouldn't do, so
Decorate
I would not do anything with food.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think,
no,
yeah.
no hot
We
chocolate.
have, we
No
have food
popcorn.
trucks.
We can
Oh,
do
yeah,
like
the
the little snowman, like,
Ornaments.
the snowman, like ornaments.
Especially no cotton candy.
burgers.
You can
Yeah.
not make cotton candy.
I know how to make cotton.
Are we gonna make popcorn?
No.
No, no.
Oh, actually,
no food, no.
So we could probably do popcorn if we're gonna do the movie.
I thought.
Because I don't think
Or
we're
Or
gonna
unless,
have
can we ask
popcorn.
Oscar to bring a
Let him do a popcorn
vendor that
machine.
brings.
Yeah, let him do a
Oh,
popcorn
yeah.
machine and a hot chocolate.
The Christmas ornament is good.
But I think we should have a craft table,
That
so
would
in
be
the
cool.
pavilion, we can have a craft
At the
table.
other pavilion, or whatever, we bring out something.
Can you buy the wooden ornaments that we can draw on the market?
I don't know how to get that.
We're just
So
doing a bunch of
just-
stuff.
so
which is
just
not
Christmas ornaments?
Popcorn this.
Yeah.
Holiday.
Whatever.
The-
Holiday or-
You wanna throw in some Hanukkah,
Why they happen to get all.
oh, do we wanna include the Hanukkah? We're already doing.
Well, we're gonna bring inflatables, maybe. those-
How inclusive
I
are
don't
we gonna
know.
be?
We gotta be, because I thought about that, can we bring in a menorah?
Yes, please, I agree.
Big old menorah, thank you.
Yeah.
What are the times?
Yeah, what time is this thing?
December 30th.
20-foot menorah.
I guess at 7 p.m.
Of everybody.
December 13th.
Okay, can we delegate who's doing what, cause we're
Yeah.
we're throwing around a lot of stuff.
What do you think, Ryan, 7 p.m.?
It's gonna.
6:30?
I'll be leaving early.
It's already dark by 6:30.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
By
dark,
5:30.
By
It's
5:30.
dark by 5:30.
30.
Yes.
It's dark at 5:30.
but not starting at 5.
No,
I just had that in the house, see?
I'm okay with starting it, we could
6:30.
start at 6:30 and the movie could start at 7.
Yes.
That's
I
how-
agree.
that's how-
It's
Or
like
7:30 and.
No. 6:30 and the movie starts at 7. Okay, so we're not selling any food,
No.
but we are gonna have a craft area. What are we buying for the craft area to do craft with the kids?
Oh, we should get like.
So we were just talking our.
The wooden ornaments and markers.
Wooden ornaments and markers. Okay, so he's gonna buy the
Also,
wooden
we haven't
ornaments.
voted on the video.
December 13th, okay, dale.
Okay, bueno, that's what-
Okay, son las 8.
So, wooden ornaments, it's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
With the markers
So they were
and
the
stickers or
markers.
whatever you wanna buy.
Whatever's easy.
Decorate
the tree. And we're gonna have a tree. You're gonna order.
And
the
we're
tree
gonna
for
buy
them
those,
to have.
A tree and a menorah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we.
We'll have a tree.
And
Yeah.
A holiday tree.
And inflatables, yes?
And I'm gonna
Why don't we just decorate a palm tree? It's cheaper than buying. a-
palm tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll move to make the event, to change the date of the event to December 13th. With the event starting at 6:30 p.m. and the movie at 7 p.m. And that's my motion.
I second.
We have a second, motion a second, any discussion? Seeing
6:30 start, 7 p.m. movie.
seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye,
And
any
for the movie
opposed?
to be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Seeing none, motion passes.
So we don't have to do it.
No,
We're not doing anything ourselves.
Ernie,
Oh, wait, the lights, don't forget the lights. You're gonna order lights.
No.
oh, we didn't vote that too, but Ernie,
Wait, what did you do?
Just to have the.
Oh, I was like, I was
This
like,
this needs to be like promoted
Please
Next week.
promote this, God, please.
No, next week? No.
We don't
Tomorrow.
promote it.
Today,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow, sorry.
Oh, we need a flyer.
No, no, like,
We need a flyer.
Oh, and Jonathan left already?
Just a heads up, in case
Oh.
you don't know,
Hold on.
Jonathan, who works at with the special events department, his last day is tomorrow.
oh, you have them working tomorrow.
He's aware, I'm sure he's probably watching.
Watches this
Oh, that'd be great. We love you, Jonathan.
I wanna make sure I speak to him, see. if
You're the
it's
MVP.
Possibility to get that flyer going. It shouldn't be that difficult, he generates them in minutes, so.
Wow. We're gonna miss him. Why
I'll have
should we do-
ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah.
ChatGPT makes flyers.
No,
I
I
mean,
don't
no.
ChatGPT. That's just on-
If you give it the exact
They could
details,
go-
it'll make you a
Well,
flyer.
as soon as you get the flyer, please share with us so we can.
Can we have a Santa cow?
On Nightmare Before Christmas, you don't wanna. go with-
Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A has a Santa cow, we should get them involved. with
And,
Santa?
Santa cow.
I would say it was.
and do we want
Oh, bring it,
options
bring it.
for
I
the,
have a Santa pig.
instead of the movie, in case Nightmare Before Christmas is not available?
Yeah,
Uh,
backup.
We did great last year, right?
And we did elf. Oh, wait,
Oh,
no,
we
we
didn't.
haven't done elf.
because
Were we
They
supposed
brought the wrong movie.
We were
Oh, let-
supposed to do
let's
it.
use that as a
Elf
backup.
has been playing
Yeah.
every night on TNT. Never put them on. That's a great.
I love
Great.
Color.
I
You
never
have
watched
to-
it.
What is gonna, you have to think though, if I'm being honest here, I love Home Alone, but what's gonna attract kids to this event for a movie? No offense, Home Alone ain't gonna attract
Home Alone is better
What's the
than
Christmas
Elf.
movie?
Yeah, what's the company called?
Why not? Famous.
I'm okay, I know they have a website.
Yeah, I'm on this one. You always look at the.
I'm okay, I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Is there another thing?
Is the co-
The Gen Alpha kids.
Twilight.
Ew.
Why?
No, it's the name of the company.
Flowers for Christmas.
Let's see, holiday.
Oh.
The Monarch
The
Monarch Friend.
We did that one already.
No.
That was 2 years ago, guys. Yeah, we just did that one.
No.
2 years ago.
No, we're supposed to have the hot chocolate and no one ever brought it.
Holiday movies.
Holiday, oh, sorry.
Holiday.
movie.
Yeah,
Sorry,
what's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas.
That's a really good movie. That's I really like it.
It sounds old.
Super super tactical.
Oh,
It's
God.
really good. Super tactical, elves are also like military operating.
Oh, it's still a kid in 2011.
Like a lot of technology in the movie, it's a cartoon.
Oh, Charlie Brown Christmas.
That's
That's a
awesome.
classic.
But I think, if I'm being honest, I think Nightmare Before Christmas will bring it.
Well, that's our number one choice. You're asking us for backup, we're
You
giving
know
you
what, at this
backup.
rate, let's bring in like a random movie that's not even Christmas.
No.
Holiday thing.
I like teachers is the one that loves the screen. It's a summer company that we buy the nice.
Yeah, I forgot that. You used to have a website.
I like
I have the one that goes right close.
Let's see.
You know what, yeah, when they go in like in the,
Like a mission.
yeah.
Good mission.
Okay, bueno, I think let's move on, we still have stuff to discuss. Please.
Alright,
I'll be
Brian,
doing it.
40 minutes.
Movies at Christmas.
And then how we gonna.
we have to go early to
Hold on, I'm
decorate.
looking at Oprah's website.
Wait, we have to go early to
The
decorate.
Muppets Christmas movie.
No, please, no. I know he's at Christmas. I don't like Muppets.
The Mariah Carey little kid.
They don't got anything, the most random
The
movie.
Santa Claus.
Hello.
No, wait, never mind.
Let's
Yeah.
put Denver for whatever
I know,
now and
I
then,
like
and then
it.
we'll see if there's a backup we'll vote on it.
There's different bridge movies.
We did do the one with Jim Carrey though. We did the. Oh my God, Santa Claus 3, I forgot about this movie. Oh my God.
The Muppets Christmas movie.
No,
I know.
it's giving Gators collecting toys for the kids.
And something like that, yes.
But this weekend.
Oh,
So,
Frozen?
for November
I
26th.
know I'm doing it at my school, we're giving it to
Yeah.
local school.
I don't think so. If I'm being honest though, I don't think we're gonna have an issue with the Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't think so either.
Swank Motion Pictures.
Okay, guys, here are the holiday movies they have available. I mean, pull it up. Community.
You know, Frozen's still the movie we have the most attendance.
I didn't know Frozen was a
Frozen, have we done
Frozen
Frozen?
Christmas.
Have we done
movie.
Frozen? Have we done Frozen?
Frozen is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but it's.
Frozen's
no,
not a
it's
Christmas
Frozen.
movie?
Hey, holiday, relax.
Holiday.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh my God, Peppa Pig.
You guys,
I
you
love
guys
it.
need to take a look at Abominable. It's a very, very good movie. It's a
Oh, that's a cute movie.
You
We played that movie.
Yes,
No, we
yes,
played that movie.
No, we
earlier.
never.
No.
Trust me, we
I
never
love
played it.
Peppa
We
Pig.
mentioned it, we didn't play.
We haven't cheated Christmas.
I know.
It's like, hey,
Of Louis, that's Louis, and do your book.
Yes, yes.
I don't know, so, okay, hold on.
I love Louis.
Okay, they have,
Please
I
save me
never
some
forgot
money.
that.
Hey, but you can watch Bluey for free on Disney Plus now.
Okay, but it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
it's a movie.
No, it's a Bluey Christmas is an
They have
episode,
Shrek,
but
the
it's
Halls.
39 minutes.
Shrek the Halls?
Mira, está buenísimo, 39 minutes.
39 minutes Bluey.
Ice skating birthday party.
No, that's good, it's a nice
No,
story.
I'm playing Shrek, bro. If
No,
I
Brian.
get a Shrek Santa Claus, I'll be the
let's
happiest.
just do the Nightmare Before Christmas, they have to have it, and if they don't, call me and Brian and figure it out.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yes, they do have it here, Nightmare Before
It's
Christmas.
very late.
That's 1993.
That's a big.
Last minute, so
I've never seen it.
Me neither, I've never seen Elf.
It's-
I've seen it.
when I-
I've never seen it.
I think that's what I'm trying to go over when you
Look,
talk like
you're
you're
saying this man for not watching Elf ever in his life. Thank you.
I've never seen it, I've never seen it either, I've never seen it either, so.
How do you want
People.
Guys, that is the
Hey, you
best.
ever seen Elf, bro?
Christmas movie.
Okay, guys,
Moving on.
Uncle,
yeah, so we're good, we're gonna do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
I think it last
We
year
have
was the
time,
Friday
we
the
have
13th.
we have everything we need.
Buy it. Buy it.
Oh, no sé dinero, pero.
Okay, we return it.
Oh, the sponsors, we need sponsors for this event.
It's sponsored for everything.
But it doesn't matter the amount.
No, it doesn't.
At this point, Pilar, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Give me $1.
Anything, anything.
I'll say you're the first one. Or the first
By when do you need the sponsor?
ASAP, so we can put them on the flyer if needed.
Do we have a sponsorship packet?
Yeah,
If so, can you email?
as a matter of fact, I just did one, 2 days ago. I'll,
Email it.
or last week, I'm sorry.
Oh,
last
we did
week.
it like last
I'll send it out.
Thank you.
I'll send it out.
And then we need to invite the council.
God bless your cousin. God bless your sister.
All right, anything else?
What, do they never even get sworn into, like, I don't even know if they're sworn in at that.
The old council, the current one, that's it. Whoever's it.
We'll figure it out. Okay,
And we can invite the new ones too.
Next week at all.
Really quick regarding the holiday festival, because this event is on the 13th. I wanna do, or I talked to Ernie, cause our next meeting wouldn't be technically until the 18th of December. The week after. If we need to, hopefully we don't need to, but doing a emergency meeting the week before if need be. So just keep that in mind, that might be coming.
But that'll be a December meeting.
No, that's a special call, since I'm canceling the meeting on Thursday, we need to have a regularly scheduled meeting next month. I've already canceled two meetings, this is the third meeting I canceled this year,
Taco, tacos.
sorry.
okay, okay.
Since I'm already talking about it, mark your calendars for the 18th. That's the third, or not, sorry, not the 18th, the 19th. Unless
For last meeting of the year.
the last meeting of
I think we
2020.
should do a holiday, everybody bring something.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes, yes. Everybody bring, who brought brownies one year? Oh, that's the EAB, sorry, wrong.
You prefer your email?
We'll talk about that at
Miami
night.
Beach or the-
Miami.
Sí, pero we need a protein, we need.
If we need it, if we need it right before.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure
We're
that
gonna do a
Yeah.
potluck, okay?
Yeah.
So just keep in mind, if we need to have if we need to have a last minute meeting the week before, I have up to 40, at least 48 hours in advance, I could schedule an emergency meeting for the committee, which is what I did for. That's what they sent me last week. So just keep that in mind. If we need to have a meeting, please have your schedules ready. We need to have quorum for these meetings, especially for a new event like this. Okay, and then mark your calendars for the 19th. December 19th. All right, anything else on the holiday festival? So we don't move on? Cool, move on to sponsors, like I just said, we need sponsors. Cool, move on, Eli.
Oh, 8/8
Halloween, yeah.
Halloween, yeah.
So, update on Halloween, if I'm being honest with you, the event was a success.
Yes. That was.
Huge
Very big
I
success.
sent it just in case.
After everything that was said about our committee, I think we smacked all that bad talk away from us.
The event was amazing.
We
The event
proved
was
that,
amazing.
we proved that our committee works together and we do a great job.
Yes, we do. It was
So
excellent.
good job. This is the most people I think we've ever seen at our event. I was talking to the police officers that were there, they were estimating over 30,000.
Yeah.
There were a lot of kids.
And they
A
were,
lot
The
of
Halloween
kids.
and-
It was
Also,
great. It
I
was
wanna
great.
give props to Melanie.
Yes.
For the
Yes.
costume contest. By the way, that was probably the best costume contest we've ever had, and I wanna keep doing it like
And we
that.
gave out AirPods.
And the people
We did
loved
give out
you. They
AirPods.
loved you. And they were like, you're very entertaining.
The winner got, so we had three winners, we had three winners, two of them got, gift cards,
So the Mega TV, by the way.
food truck vouchers, and then
Mega TV.
Omega TV and Cricket Wireless.
Yes.
They gave out AirPod Pros, so it was very cool,
And we did run out of candy early. The candy lasted till like eight.
The order to control of the line through was.
so the only thing that I will say,
There was
the event went great, everyone loved it, when it came to volunteers, it's a little bit different.
I had like a 3 hour long conversation with like 3 of the volunteers.
But I'm gonna start with
Yeah, like
with
I.
volunteer stuff, when it comes to this event, this is a large event, I know you guys had prom, so we were extremely.
Oh, yeah, we were really,
Extremely short.
Understaffed.
So, there, at one point, there was no committee members at the haunted house, cause it was myself,
and I stepped out for 2
Marissa
hours, because
stepped
it was my
out.
dad's birthday, so.
it was Ariana, it was Soto, at one point Soto disappeared.
No, I got.
The Lard did
From one
awesome as
to
well, by the way, the Lard did awesome as well.
I think it was really well, the haunted house was well put together.
So the only thing with that is because there was no committee members, we didn't have enough committee members, there was no one there to give the breaks to volunteers and
Yeah.
manage how many kids were in there.
I don't
We
think that'll
had,
happen.
we had a team of 50 volunteers, it was literally 25 and 25, all 50 were in the haunted house at the same
But
time.
then at some point, they say none of them were in the haunted house, and it was like,
They almost fist fight,
yeah.
and I told them to grow up.
I think we just have to have one volunteer, one committee member there supervising, and that shouldn't happen, and that.
I think
it-
last
it
year
was just.
I was there to like supervise and then like, since we were understaffed, like no one was there, so it's like, I think. The thing with the volunteers is not gonna be an issue next
It's
year.
not.
So this year.
Just
with
make
the
sure we have somebody there.
We need to
don't
make
have
sure
an
we have
issue.
everyone somewhere.
We also, I think it comes down to the fact that there just needs to be more regulation with the hours. It was too chaotic.
I don't know
The
what happened.
people,
with
we
it.
can't, listen, we gotta keep
It was
it
a long
simple.
day, everyone was tired.
We can't do the extra hours for candy and costumes. It got to a point where it just got too messy, right?
Yeah,
And then we had extra, cause we had said, oh, we need more volunteers, but then the way too many, like people showed up that hadn't gone to the
so I
meeting,
think what we need to do for next year is
less meetings.
Less meetings,
let's
I
meet
agree.
if we have to.
No, we should keep the same.
The four meetings?
No.
Yes,
Well,
because then
hear me out, hear me out.
here's the thing, it kind of makes sense of why we're giving so many hours.
Yes, but we canceled.
Listen, I think that we should eliminate the costume. And I think that we should eliminate the candy, not that the person cannot
I
donate,
think it's still
the
good.
person can donate. But we give every single volunteer 75 hours IVATA, that's it. And that's it, and we don't have to worry about, well, I brought in a costume, well, I brought in
Well,
candy,
are
I
we
brought in
gonna-
3 bags of
Are we
candy.
gonna alter it if they don't show up to the meeting?
Right, that's the
Yes,
concern.
That's the concern.
Because, oh, I missed a meeting, you know,
Sure,
then
because-
they're gonna feel like. oh,
Sure, because that way we don't have to worry about 1, 2, and 3, meaning candy, costume, meetings. We just worry about meetings. You don't show up, it's a 10-hour deduction.
It's easier, you know, Arnie's right, get rid of the
That's it.
candy and the costume. thing.
That's it.
Also, big
They wanna
props
donate,
to the trick or treating area, I've never seen the candy last almost the whole
You're
event.
welcome, you're welcome.
That, I've never seen
You're
the,
welcome.
we also bought more candy.
Yeah, that too, you're welcome, our
Thank you.
school donated, how much candy did we donate, Ernie? A lot, it was a
And
lot.
so did the kids did donate a lot of candy too.
But listen, my only concern, cause I was, Pilar and I were there where the candy was, the only issue was. That kept the line from moving, cause I was out there and I lost my voice, cause I was out there, keep moving,
that's-
people, keep on. But the issue there was, no, that too, but we put the two sponsors next to each other.
I've asked them not put them there anymore.
Yeah, don't put them next to each other because that was
Put
like.
them in another
that-
area of the
Exactly,
park.
yeah.
Put one in one part area and one in the other, that was nothing, if you get rid of that,
It's
we're
not
fine
me.
for next year.
Well, so the plan
Right, because we
originally,
drop
the
off
plan
the
originally,
candy
the
is
sponsors were to
free.
put them in the
If you
pavilions.
give you hours.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Give the candy,
The
you're.
pavilions were taken.
Oh, that's what it
But
was.
You know what I'm saying, cause it was
Yes.
a help,
Yeah.
and that way it's separate
Because
and
that-
we
it
don't
was-
mix it
there
up.
It's okay, we took over their little
And there's
Bluey
no
birthday
fight.
party.
Show up to
I thought it was a
the
blue.
It was a
You know what
Bluey
I'm
birthday
saying?
party. Our trick or treating area took over that.
So
Bluey
Ernie,
birthday
next
party
year, we
real quick.
can't have the two sponsors, we can't have the two sponsors next to each other?
Yeah,
That's what
I
was blocking
take them
the line.
away from the
Yeah, I was
trick-or-treat
there with
area.
Cause
Pilar
they
in
had
the
the
middle,
photo.
cause they had the photo
Take
booth
them
right
out
next
of
to
the
each other, so
trick-or-treating
they
area.
need to be taken out of this trick or treat area and maybe put to the,
And then-
put it in the bag
So
or
what we-
something, or at
what
least
we-
space them out.
What we could do
I wanna keep
is,
the trick or treating area more tight knit.
what we could do is we can have, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Sedano brought in 2 tents.
Oh.
We can have 1 tent away from the trick or treating area, and then the other tent that is the trick or treater,
It's
trick or treating.
inside.
That's fine.
That's just trick or treating, that's just here
Correct.
candy kids, that's it. But even then, I would keep sponsor tables like a little bit separated from each other, so they're not right next to each other, cause they were
Sure.
literally right next to each other.
What I do is I separate tents,
Yeah,
I
they,
separate tents at least 15-20 feet.
No, I take them out of the trick or treating area. If they're not giving out candy, take
yeah,
them out
take
of
them out of
the
trick
trick
or treat.
That event's so big anyway, you're gonna have people
Yeah,
anywhere. everywhere.
exactly,
Because
anywhere,
people,
everywhere.
the cricket at wireless and whatever.
Mega TV.
Mega TV, where they had a line too,
Yeah, and hopefully if they.
and they weren't even
If
close
we have the
to,
pavilions, it won't be an issue.
they were in the middle
I
of
don't
the
think
field.
it'll be an issue if we have the pavilion,
Pilar?
so.
For the volunteers, is it possible, I don't know if this is more work, it is more work for us, to have like the letter already done the day before?
We've had it before.
And just
Yeah,
sign, and just
so
sign
that-
it.
We don't have that
Or
long line
another-
at the end, cause we're
Yes.
done.
That needs
So
to be done.
regardless,
You
oh,
know,
I got what you're saying, because if we have your name in the system,
Yeah.
we can already have them
And
by
we just
alphabetical
put-
order,
we
oh,
just put
Avery here.
Exactly.
Daniel, okay.
Exactly.
Split up.
Exactly, because it'll just
And
be
it's already
meetings, it'll
signed.
just be meetings, and we know who went to what meeting.
We can
what
even
day.
do Ernie like an electronic signature, like.
Yeah,
I
electronic
need the
signature.
document, and it
And
comes
that's
out
it.
already, everything.
Exactly,
Just a suggestion.
Yes.
And
We used to do that, though.
But
Exactly.
sometimes
Put their
they,
names on it already?
they ask for like our Ariana signature, cause some schools, like, they require,
The special.
like,
things.
a special.
Well, that's different. That's
So
a
you have
special,
it
that's
printed, ready
fine.
to go, all we gotta do is sign it, and that's it, yeah.
We used to do that though. We used to have it with their names on it already.
I remember mine and my name on it.
Yeah, so let's do that for next year, please. Is there somebody keeping track of what we're doing for
Autofills.
next year?
That's fine. I don't think that's a problem.
That's good, I like that.
We gotta look at these minutes next year, we'll be fine.
Go ahead and go home.
Also,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
to the Grams for letting us use the Boy Scout building.
Oh, yes, that was
I know,
amazing.
I know we talked about it. At one point, some people, I talked to Ernie about it. If that building is open next year,
Please, that would be so helpful,
To
or the ones
possibly
behind,
put a haunted house in that building.
in that building as well.
It would change the event, but I think it'd be pretty cool.
Right, but then we wouldn't have, you can't do like, I think the building's too far from the park to then have.
Shift it all that way. Shift it to the other side.
Move everything.
Well, that's a next year discussion, you know, right
Yes,
now,
yes.
we're just troubleshooting, so.
But that's easy. That's
Yeah.
logistical. You just move it to the other side of the park.
Do a not so
Literally the opposite, just backwards.
Oh, like a
And
not
not
so
so
scary, not so
scary.
scary.
That's a good idea, Pilar.
Yeah,
Like for the young ones and.
then the real.
I'd say I do wanna bring the trunk or treat for next year too. This year it didn't work out because they want us to do the legal paperwork,
Mhm.
but I didn't have time for that. So,
And he wanted me to make the contract.
I will have ChatGPT make it for next year. So,
But you know what, it all depends on how many committee members can be, because.
Yeah.
They got two short staffs, it was too much.
Or we could also bring in another committee to work with us. We
We
can figure stuff out.
we
But
can partner with another committee that'll help us out.
Neighborhood improvement.
also thank
Well,
you.
hopefully we'll have the youth
The youth
council. and
But
they'll
they're, no,
help.
they're too young.
Oh, yeah, they're
They can't do
kids, yeah.
that. Thank you to Mama Nance.
Yes.
You were
Yes.
all right.
Thank you.
Hyrax.
Yes.
The staple guns.
The staple got
What?
went missing at one point.
We need more first aid kits, by the way.
Yeah, we need to get first aid kits.
First aid kits for next year, we need first aid kits.
And also more water,
Water, we don't have enough water. I had to go get water.
a lot.
I had to go buy water when Dixie. We need water,
And ice.
please.
I think there was I think that there was a bit of a mismanagement with the water and the chips. Personally,
Something happened.
well, yeah, you know, you have, I don't know, 6 to 10 kids that found out that the water is there. You know, when we're bored, we.
We wanna drink
we-
something.
We eat,
And we-
you know, we pick up food. If we keep the kids busy and away, I think that water would have been,
Lasted.
oh, for sure, for sure.
But I just think, let's just plan on having double the amount of water. It's just good to have whatever we have this year, get extra.
They got fed once, with pizza.
Yeah,
Well, that is what we said once.
no, we
I
voted for
don't know,
twice.
Oh, we
I don't know if
voted
we
for
said, yeah.
We voted for twice?
Yeah.
I voted for once.
No, we
I
voted-
think, I remember doing once. Now, we agreed that it was gonna be,
Too
because
costly.
we bring them in at
Pasta.
at 1
You
or
even
12, so
said,
they
make
had
sure you
ready.
eat, make sure you eat, and you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
make sure they eat
that's
before they
fine.
come.
We had talked
Yeah,
about it
yeah,
doing
we
it after
told-
the,
get their-
in the,
get your-
no, yeah, we did talk about it, but at the same time though, I didn't like the time that we did it at. Honestly, I'd rather have it at the end. Cause then it gets people to stay there.
Right, but then
No,
I,
but then you got kids
before,
working out.
but before, I remember like before we would have snacks, we would have pastelitos, all this thing, croquetas.
To keep
For
on going.
like at 2, 3 PM, 4 PM, and then the pizza at the end of the
That
evening.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind also that next year, it's on Halloween,
Yes.
it's
Oh,
on a Friday.
Halloween's on a Friday, so it moves to Friday. The event moves to Friday instead of
There'll be
Saturday.
a lot of people.
When Halloween lands on a weekend, even on a Sunday, believe it or not, we've done this event on a Sunday too. When this event lands on a weekend day, even on a Thursday where there's no school the next day, it goes to that day. That event basically goes to Halloween night. No matter what, if there's no school the next day, that event's happening on that day.
And let's see who we have here. Everybody.
Believe it or not, even though it's on a Friday and there's school that day, we come right after school or come after work or
You said
whatever.
it's
we do.
happened before, right?
We've done it before. Myself and former chair Tony Fernandez were the only two one day setting up that event by ourselves until the students got there. So,
He's always helped at our events.
yeah, next year, if it's on a Friday, we gotta be all hands on deck and come in and get ready to work at whatever time I say we put it, get there at 3:30 and work.
75% of the committee. Won't be here.
4 o'clock.
It'll be new, we'll see.
Figure it out. That's fine, we'll figure it out.
Some people.
What do we gotta do? If you're not here, you're not here. No offense to you, you're great, but we'll move on, like we always do.
That's understandable.
Cool, but overall Halloween was a major.
A major success, I think of all the years
success.
that I remember.
I know Oscar
Full
was
this year.
happy, the food trucks were happy,
Okay.
I haven't heard anything bad, the council was beyond happy. Current council members that are staying are already looking at it, they say it every year, oh, more money, but it never happens. But we keep fighting for it. Anything else on Halloween, for the ones that were there, Ariana, do you have anything else on it?
Again, it has to do with the hours. Did we ever solve anything about
No, I need to
the,
email them.
nothing, no, you know?
There are some issues with that. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I wasn't the one giving out hours, so I don't know what happened. I did get pushed by a mom at one point and then made 3 other girls cry with Pilar.
With Pilar?
Her and
You,
then another
you
girl.
made them cry.
Oh, yeah.
You like.
And then I gave them their hours.
That's what
I
it
made
seems
them,
like.
I made them cry, told them they weren't getting any hours and then gave them hours anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I.
It was a
Yeah.
special situation that happened. It was a life lesson situation.
Like, let's see, pues, no tengo
Yeah.
hora at all.
I
No.
got 3 hours.
All right.
on it.
You're good, it's okay, it's only been an hour. Relax. So, I know. We were there very late, we need to make sure that these kids get picked up, because. I know, we were all there from the morning, I unfortunately didn't get there till later because of work, but we were all there till very late. And these kids were not getting picked up, we need to make sure these kids are getting picked up, if not, we need to have police there, that's the other thing,
Oh, yeah.
we had no police there when the kids were still there.
And the parents were.
At night.
And the
And
parents
the
were
parents
going
were,
back.
I had a parent literally attack me. No, I did have a parent literally come and attack me.
Everything.
By the way, I'm gonna call her out. She's a principal at a school.
I need to-
From the park.
We request a
Oh.
special unit. to
Yeah,
stay.
yeah, yeah.
She's an assistant principal at a school.
But
We know who
for,
she is,
Robin, Officer
We know who
Roberts
she
requests
is.
a special
We-
unit to
we know
stay.
who Robin is.
Or these officers leave when the event ends.
Oh, yeah,
We
and
have
no
to put a
parents
special request
are
for them to
allowed,
stay in
so
our
that's
house.
another thing that we need to make sure.
No
as a
parents in the
committee.
building.
No parents are allowed in the building near
We
those
can have a
volunteers.
police officer outside.
They are not background checked, they are not
Yeah.
vetted.
No.
The parents cannot be in the building with these kids.
Yeah.
They could be with their child all they want, but we have other volunteers in there that are not related
Not
to
their
them.
children, no.
They cannot be in there. That's why we had that issue or the year before with the guy that got
Yeah.
arrested.
Yeah, but we're gonna have, Officer Amador said we're gonna try to request a unit to stay after the event
We
is over.
tried to
for
call
an
the
hour.
police officer over and then he drove away.
We're gonna get an officer next year.
Remember that, Pilar? He was literally there in the parking lot, we were calling over, he drove away.
He's like, nah, I'm done.
Not dealing with it, not dealing with it.
We're like, hey, we're walking twice, sped away, we're like, okay.
They're like, they left.
It was 2 of them. Also, we shouldn't have any voting next year, so it makes it easier. Either way, if the Grams let us use that building again,
It's better.
It'll be.
it's a lot better, there's a lot more space and it's easier.
And we can leave everything there, there's no
One more
problem.
thing to add to the, like, when we train the volunteers, just, so since we have notes, just make sure we emphasize that they cannot leave their booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if they're at a trick or treating.
That's why that's why I had to make 3 girls cry.
Right, like, they can't,
They left one volunteer at her tent by herself for 2.5 hours. Just so you guys are aware.
just when we train them, just.
And then they lied to me. So I told them no hours for you. And then it's like,
And then they said breath users, eh?
and
Then
then
they
I-
said breakfast.
and then I felt bad and gave her a hug and gave her her hours.
Guys, ¿qué tipo de telenovela happened?
Alright, so I think we're good on Halloween for
You
right
guys
now.
are like PTSD.
The, any other thing, oh, they started pouring blood on the basketball court.
Oh my god. I was freaking out. When I walked in and I saw that, I was like, what did you guys do? If they didn't say anything, that's pretty good. They keep doing it. And we're like, no, it's not coming up because.
Also, we need to remember to bring out our banner next year too, please.
Yes, but I don't know where it was.
You know where our banner?
I didn't know where it was, like, we only put the volunteer.
Our banner, and also, we had talked about it one year, we had a custom banner for this event. We don't have to put a date on it, but I think it'd be cool to have, it's the same name every year,
Yeah.
same location. I say have a custom banner. We used to have one, but it had a date on it and it was sponsored.
Yeah, because people don't know that we're the ones that sponsors. I mean, that we're the ones that organize this.
And
Most
just-
people don't.
Also note, just, we need to add decorations, cause everybody wanted cobwebs and spiders.
we
I
had
had to
no-
run to.
We
Yes.
thrown away so
More
many.
cobwebs, we need more
And a lot of our
cobwebs,
decorations are
more
really
spiders.
just
Stop, the table stop.
And not even that, if you look at the props, the props in the haunted house are so old, they're falling apart, they're
Yeah.
broken.
Also, Light Effects didn't bring their.
Oh, yes, what's up with that? Don't we pay
Yeah,
for
why
it?
don't-
Don't we pay
Yeah.
extra for them? Every year they bring us their problems.
Not anymore.
If they don't do it, we need to.
I guess we just.
Yeah,
I
washable
think
blood.
last year, we have the fog machine,
Didn't.
you have a bunch of.
Oh, that's our fog
On
machine.
the point.
Which one?
There, we have 3 fog machines in the back.
And one of them is
We
that.
own 3 fog machines.
No, I purchased a new one.
I know, but we had 3 old fog machines. Those are
Don't even-
big
one-
professional,
one-
because their fog machines are massive, you can't even carry them.
So I know.
They're not little fog machines. Their fog machines aren't little.
Last year, we took.
For tiredness.
But we only bought it out one, which is the one that I purchased.
The little one.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we're good on Halloween for right now. We'll talk more about it later. But overall, good job to the committee members that were there. I know Melanie was on the mic for a long time screaming her life away. At one point, she got scared. They're talking to the microphone, so good job. We actually got the DJ to play Halloween music finally. And he started playing Spanish music. I'm like, yo,
No, cambia.
chill, bro. But he actually did play Halloween music at one point, so it was cool. Also, we need to make sure that they turn on the lights to the stage next year. And decorate the stage, and I think we need to put more effort into
Yeah.
decorating, so I think we need new decorations. If I'm being honest.
That's what I said.
Our decorations are tools.
Decoration. And we spend some money on decoration.
Anything else, Ernie? Any updates from the town regarding anything?
Everybody.
Did we go over budget?
Yes,
Nah.
We went over.
we are close to 1,000 right now.
Wow.
So
It
can,
isn't a big deal because we did, what is it, 750 is the
750 is the limit.
limit.
No, 700, 700.
700, not a big deal, we can have that and
Move it
move it over,
from another event.
we should be fine. That shouldn't be an issue.
Can you bring the budget next meeting just so we,
I will,
cause I don't even know how much we got approved of or what happened. I think we got the same budget as last year, so
No, yeah, we got the same time.
the little budget that we get every year. That they cut in half when.
the price, FYI, the price, for this year's haunted house was the same price as last year's,
15,
17.
sounds good. That's
And-
crazy for a
17.
wooden platform,
And they.
We should look
did
into
the-
building that or something.
it's literally pallets.
No, it's not worth building it ourselves. No. And they put in the fog and the machines and all.
Building a house.
That's why it's
And the
easier,
speaker.
it's a lot, if you think about it, it's a lot cheaper to have a building. I
If you
said
do
we,
it in a-
can we rent Mary Collins for the month of
If you do
October?
it in a building, you're
That'd
absolutely
be
right.
possible.
1,700 or 17,000?
$17,000?
Using, Mary.
$1,700 or $17,000?
Thousand.
$17,000?
For the lights, the speaker, the
Yeah.
fog.
And the stage, the DJ, the generator.
That's crazy. If they allow us to use an empty building,
I'd say we use Mary Collins.
we'll do it for cheaper.
But we still have to hire them to do little effects.
And guess what? I got a firefighter, I already have a firefighter that's on board for fire alarm. For $500. That's true. For 200. That's true. Yeah.
You guys did it.
And they budget
haunted house inside once,
And yeah, you
and
know.
you just
They
have to
just
turn
put
on the
like on the
lights.
wall, turn off
That's
the
why I was
lights,
saying,
and
I'm,
that's it.
I don't know how the town would feel about us doing it in Mary Collins.
We could
and-
save the
Do you wanna
town
do it in the South?
$17,000.
The Eagle Scouts building?
You
Well,
know
that's
how
the
many-
thing, it's not, I've always wanted to do it in Mary Collins too.
We don't even know what's gonna happen in the Boy Scout building between now and next year.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
you know, I'm sure they're trying to sell it because they don't wanna have an empty building. Just sit.
The
If we
town is
can-
trying to buy it.
If we can, I know a lot, nowadays, a lot of the haunted houses that I've seen, a lot of the scare areas that I've seen in cities and in certain places, they do it outdoors.
With a tent.
Not even, they do it outdoors, in this case. We have a lot of trees back there, and it's very,
Yeah,
very
but
dark.
it's not
back there.
ADA.
That's the problem, but if
ADA
we
is
could, if we
expensive.
could create an ADA flooring, like a long pathway, that maybe curves either inside, or you go in through, through that
I think
tree
that'd be
area
cool.
and back
Well, there's
through.
a lot of spiders.
I just don't know how much, no,
Yeah.
not even, that doesn't. I don't know how much something like that would cost,
That's.
but but
Cause remember, we
I
saved
don't
money
know if
with the
it's-
floor.
I don't
Wait,
know if
but
it's
how is it
17,000?
17? That's insane. We used to pay cheaper without.
so
with the
you have,
ADA
you
floor.
have to take into consideration that it's labor,
That's true.
it's a sound. And each sound, they're pricing us for cable. They're pricing us for their equipment, basically.
Lighting, the
All that stuff.
the hose,
all that
Turn off the lights and teenagers scream, that's it, that's all it is, it's not that hard, trust me.
We
We
didn't
just
have
spend
that.
$17,000, and when you have like Christmas lights you can buy with $17,000, we're gonna.
Hey, not Christmas lights.
Holiday.
Holiday night.
You can play recordings on devices.
Buy speakers. We can buy our own speakers.
We have speakers, we have speakers.
We could, for $17,000.
Okay,
buy
we
that.
could do a pretty good hotel.
Okay.
No,
Things to consider.
Trust me,
okay,
Scott's
we can.
Maurice is like, I'm out.
17,000, by the way, it's not 17 flat, it's
It's
$17,584.16 or something like that.
No.
And we are budgeted 15 for this event. So if it wasn't for Memorial
We wouldn't have.
and everybody else,
We wouldn't have it. The town needs to put more money into it.
We've asked and they said yes, and then they never
And
did.
they don't.
thankfully that what we order extra through Amazon, whether it be the cobwebs or the light sticks or anything, it's no cuesta nada, that's chump change. But food costs,
Because of,
beverages
because
costs,
it's so expensive. Is there a way of buying, and then you can use them every year, 10x10s, tents?
Oh,
You put a bunch of tents
We
together.
have 10.
that'd be cool.
No,
They don't-
like,
they won't-
like
they
buying
won't
like
allow- They won't
We have
allow,
15 tents on top of
they
the,
don't allow they don't allow you to put two tents
Why?
together, that it's not allowed.
By who?
It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's an ordinance that they don't allow it. It has to be, you cannot put two tents like that together.
You know, let's just buy a big old tent.
No, I'm telling you, I could look into.
It's probably cheaper to rent one of those big giant white tents and put it over the basketball court.
Like,
Oh my god, the
houses.
inflatable party houses, yeah, that's cool too. Have you
Maybe,
seen?
maybe Light Effects could, I could ask them, see what a pathway would cost.
So they can,
You can put a
they
pop
can make it a little
in
bit cheaper.
I feel like that'd be more expensive, cause they just make a square, no wall.
Okay, well, guys, I think we have.
Remember,
to
that's more
for
wiring.
consider
and
next
more
year.
audio. Okay, so.
AB.
moving on to AB.
So what are we doing with the kids from the email? Are we giving all of them the same hours then?
Yeah, I'll talk to Ernie about that one.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Well, I'm there because
Yeah, we're done.
Moving on now.
Next item.
And they email my
Alright,
AB.
AB,
Oh, AC, I just wanna share with you all, thank you to Ernie who was there and Melanie who was there. We had a very successful presentation of the award. So the student, her, Haley was there.
I was there for
I
the.
was watching, I was gonna go and then I
Her
realized.
name
that-
is,
Caitlin Fernandez.
Caitlin Hernandez, and she was there with her family. It was very nice. And during the state of the town, we called her up in front of everyone and we gave her the plaque and the photographer took pictures. And it was really nice. So I just wanted to share.
Just remember Golden, right?
Yeah.
Go Gators.
Mhm.
And I think we, just regarding the youth leadership award, yeah, she did one, but she won by default. Although she might be,
Well,
I don't know, she might be doing great things, but at the end of the day, congratulations to her, but if I'm being honest here, we need to figure something out.
Yeah.
When was
Wait,
it advertised?
We need to.
Never, because no one posted it, the town doesn't post anything.
It needs to be posted. It needs to be advertised to the schools better, it really does.
But regarding
I think we should order
advertising,
it.
the town is aware of the advertising issue, and they still don't do anything about it.
No,
No
because
offense
AB
to
says
if
it's
you're
like
watching-
your award, yada, yada, yada.
It's in charge of the Instagram account now, if it isn't John.
Well, it's always been Clarissa, like the communications department and.
Maybe we can give these to the council.
The problem with that, like, we could do it. But remember the district officially, there's policies about intergovernmental affairs about the town dealing with the schools, it has to go through the department.
Thinking of something else, something the other day about doing something with our committee.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's better than-
Later, Brian.
Yeah, now, okay, so nine, item nine.
All right, any announcements? Anyone have anything interesting in mind?
Ready for vaccine.
Ready for the holiday.
Really quick, so we can end this, next meeting. For sure, our next regular scheduled meeting, we're not gonna have it on Thursday. We're gonna have it on the 19th of December, 100%.
I thought it was 18.
Thank you.
On a Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
That is a Thursday.
The 18th is a Thursday.
Is it?
The 18th is a Wednesday, the 19th is a Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, we're having the 18th and the 19th.
December 19th.
Okay, so we're having it on the third.
Oh, that's what, yeah, it's the regularly scheduled day, so.
Thursday, December 19th, the third.
Can we do a pop?
We're gonna.
Yes.
Do a potluck, don't we?
Yes, yes. We'll talk.
Let's show up and bring.
And what times are we expected as the committee at the at the
Yes,
holiday?
yes, so if it starts at 5:30 or 6:30, I'd say get there, no, if I'm being honest, an hour early is always the best.
5:30.
5:30, because this is the first time doing it. I'll probably be there earlier with Ernie, if anything. If you wanna get there earlier, the better, so we can figure stuff out. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to be there the whole night, cause I work the next day, but I'll try to stay as late as possible.
Take the date, you gotta take
No, I'm not taking that day off.
Are there volunteers?
I already did that. for
Us?
Halloween.
No, just us, just us.
I already did that for
You
Halloween.
want us to bring people? Oh.
Food trucks and stuff, they'll probably be there earlier though. Let's start coming up. The day
I don't think we,
before.
I don't think we need volunteers for this, so.
No, it's just us, it's us.
No volunteers for a little bit, take a little break from that.
Oh, we didn't talk about it.
Let's go
Do
hang
we
out.
want- do we want light towers?
We want what?
At least one.
The town has the tour.
Got to.
I think,
Oh, I saw
I think two should be
Yeah,
sufficient.
because the movie's gonna be no lights,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
I think two should be sufficient. Also, by the way, speaking of those light towers were great at Halloween. It would be nice to have more, honestly.
Yeah.
There were very dark areas, but more the better. All right. No more announcement. Everyone's boring. No one likes to do anything with their life. No. None of the seniors, nothing.
Your girlfriend's birthday coming
On
up?
December
Nope.
19th. Yes, next weekend, actually. Oh, December 19th.
Oh, we thought it was fractured again. It's not.
All right.
Just a spring?
Use your ice skating with you.
How's your toe?
My what?
Your
Your
toe?
toe.
My
No,
toe?
her daughter.
You had an issue with your toe the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'll move it.
We have one.
Second.
Anything was adjourned at 8:39.
Pero la verdad,
Your daughter's good?
que tú estabas fumando, yo te
She's
lo
good, Ernie?